Hey guys, this is so cool. I don't know if people know this, but you can actually broadcast from your Zoom. If you guys use Zoom for trainings and for your business, you can now broadcast live right on your Facebook.
Boom.
I know.
So here we are, live, coming at you at the end of May and getting ready to go into the summer months. So I don't know if we can see the comments or anything. This is kind of new to both of us, right?
Yeah, we should be able to see the comments as people jump on.
But I have to go on to Facebook for it, right?
Yes,
I can't see them. Okay.
Yeah. So Katie and I were having a discussion this morning and yesterday actually about how ridiculously quiet social is right now, and how we both work, a network marketing business, and we send out our invites, we do our follow-ups, we're adding new people, we're getting ready to both launch, right, our next sort of training. And right now there is not one person that is responding in our inbox, and we're all thinking to ourselves like, what are we doing wrong? And so I very clearly had to check myself right before I got into my own head, and I was like, this happens every holiday, right? People check out. And so we want to just come to you this morning to validate maybe what you're probably going through, but tell you actually how we work through that. So that's what we're going to do very quickly. We're going to give you some tips. You can comment. We'll answer your comments below. Or if you're listening to the replay, you can comment replay and tell us what really resonated with you.
All right, so tip number one, really give yourself a little bit of grace. If people are actually relaxing a little bit, you should be relaxing too. So for me, I go into my business and I do the essentials that need to be done. I know people are watching, they just might not be taking action. So I'm still going to show up for my business doing those essentials. I'm still going to be sending out the emails. People are still opening them. I'm still going to be showing up on social media, just maybe not as much. And I'm going to give people a glimpse into what my life is like even over the busy holiday season. So you want to make sure that you are still showing up, but giving yourself that enjoyment of the holiday season too. Allowing yourself the pleasure of kicking back a little bit, being present with your family, and just doing the vitals that need to be done for your business.
So true. Don't get into your own head and think that you're doing something wrong. And then the worst thing you can do is say, well, since nobody's on social media, I'm just not going to show up. I'm going to take this as a sign that I should just go and just not even do my basics. And so I know for me personally that yes, people really silently follow along, and the best thing I can do is inspire them from afar. So right. I'll ask myself, like, what things am I doing this weekend? So for example, in my own personal life, eating healthy is really important to me, right? But also allowing myself to have the cocktail is also very important. And so I am making some healthier cocktail recipes, and so I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about it the first big picnic season of the year, and everybody's out, everybody wants to have fun, and you can have fun, and this is how I'm doing it, but still making good choices. And so when people come to my social, they're going to see that value, right? They're going to see me living that lifestyle that I preach. And so that's going to be a seed planted, right? That's going to be something that makes people go, I connect with that. I connect with her. I want to come back for more.
I love it. I love it. And so one of the things that we've committed to within our Chic community is really helping our community members, our tribe members, really focus on what are the things, the activities that I need to do for my business that are essential, and how can I best plan for the craziness that is May, that is June, that is everything that is sort of going to be thrown your way into the summer months. So the other piece of that is planning, just really knowing what your schedule is going to look like, and really focusing on not just the activities that you need to do, but how your time is going to look on a day-to-day basis. For example, I know that in the summer, I cannot get all the things done. And my kids are getting older, and my son, Nick, who is 9, is especially very aware of how much time I am on the computer. And I know that I work incredibly hard so that I can be present with my family. So instead, I had the conversation with my son about having a sitter in the mornings. And then in the afternoons, when I get my work done, mom is going to be present with them. And knowing that I made that a key priority, knowing that I made an obligation, I gave my son my word that if I am able to get my work done, it is mom and kid time in the afternoon. It's going to give me that ability to relax a little bit, but I also know that I had to hire a sitter to be able to do that. I could not possibly delegate my time between my kids and my business, giving both of them my focus. It just doesn't work that way. So take into consideration, what are the things that you can do today to line up having a successful business throughout the summer months? And for me, that was a sitter and creating the hours that I would call my business hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I remember when Landon and Bryce were really little and I was trying to like get the engine going with my business, I made some sacrifices. And so that looked like for me, when that alarm went off at 5 o'clock in the morning, I hit the ground running and I said, what are the things I need to do so when my boys wake up, I can then be mom. We can go to the park. We can do the zoo. We can go to the pool. And so I had to be disciplined with nap times. I had to be disciplined with early mornings. I also had to get very crystal clear on what was not actually an income building activity, what was a project that could be done later. And so we talked about this in our community this morning about balance, right? We were like, there is no such thing as having this perfectly balanced life. You're always going to have to choose, and there will be a sacrifice that is made when and we talk about this. Katie and I are like, oh, business ownership from home is crazy, right? It's not glamorous, but it's so wonderful that Katie can say, after this call, after this live, I can go hang out with my family. Like, that is to us why we do the hard things, is because it gives us this incredible flexibility and freedom. And we want that for you guys too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So over the next couple of days, Melanie and I are going to be sharing a little bit of something we have in the works for the month of June that we would love for you to check out. If you found this video helpful, these tips, these strategies for the coming summer months, make sure you tag your teammates below, your business partners, success partners, and really help you make chic happen. That's all we got.
All right. Have a great holiday weekend, guys. Take care. Talk soon.
Bye.